just a little garden update. It's another beautiful day, a little bit more clouds around, but no rain. And, but it's like 75 out, it's perfect. So I've been out here cutting stuff back. My culinary basil has been like getting, I think it's just because of all the intense heat and humidity. It's not been looking so great, so some of them, I went ahead and just cut them back, and I'll see if they revive. There are a few of them like that. I think the cucumbers are done, but there's still new leaves on them, so I'm going to leave them. I got a bunch of the purple shiso out from around the edges of them. There's another pile of stuff there. It's another one of the basils. The peppers are finally coming around and coming back, which is good. Tomatoes are putting out a few tomatoes still, but they're not looking all that great. And I continue to get little figs. I got a couple more this morning. This is a different tree than the one I've been picking from, which is that one there. So let's see, I have to follow. So this is one here. This is another one here that hasn't produced any fruit this year. So the one on the end, this one, and then this one's done a lot of growing, but again, no fruit on this one. So this winter I'm gonna have to see how I want to cut these back. And the Jerusalem artichokes look like they're finally getting ready to bloom. Some of the ones over there, they were just so flopped over, I wasn't gonna bother trying to prop them all up. And so I was just cutting them back, and I'll try to dig out, see what kind of tubers they produce. Now the goji, finally this late in the season, has been, it's kind of revived from that wilt that it still has some of that mildew, but it's blooming now, and I've been seeing the bees by it, so we'll see if I get any little goji berries out of it. The big sunflowers are pretty much all done. I was cutting back a whole bunch of the Tulsi to give the St. John's wort room. Now, really, I think if St. John's wort was going to bloom, it would have bloomed by now. So I'm not quite sure what to think about it. As long as it will stay alive until it goes dormant, then maybe we'll have a chance next year, and I'll try to keep the Tulsi away from it, just because the Tulsi seems to grow so crazy lush. These guys are still coming, so even though they look kind of ugly, the plants look ugly, I'm leaving them in. See, there's still another tiger swallowtail over there. I moved my white sage out. It was back in there, and I think it was getting too much shade, but it's probably doubled in size this year, and it will have to come in the house over the winter, which is always a iffy prospect. One more little sunflower blooming there. I got a bunch of stuff cut back here. The skullcap, the main plant that I bought, died, but a little one came up next to it, so whether it came up from the roots or what, I don't know. So at least I've got that skullcap, and there's the anise hyssop. I cleared out a lot of stuff here so that there would be more room. Cut back all the sunflower stalks that were in there, and the birds still come and eat these seeds, so I'm leaving those, even though they don't look all that terrific. And the bronze fennel continues to bloom, which is good. And this fellow continues to bloom, and I don't know, the pollinators like it. They're on it, I tell you. So it gets to stay. We've had lots of debates online, not debates, but discussions online as to what this might be. or what it might be related to. Look at these guys. These guys go so still that sometimes I think they're dead, but they're not. Got lots and lots of pollinators all over this plant, whatever it is. So it will stay. Cut back a bunch of the mugwort. And here's the little hips starting on the Rosa rugosa. We'll see how that does. And that's about it out here. I haven't done anything out back for some time. If I wasn't going to meet up with a friend this evening, I was thinking I would do a fire in the fire pit, although it is very breezy, so that might not be a great idea. But we had a good walk this morning. I did another little video response to Rebecca. And yeah. Say bye, Avery. Say see ya, folks.